This it's actually kind of a longer lesson. I mean, it's been around for a long time through Teachers Curriculum Institute, and what we're trying to do is try to make that connection between a historical event with the selling of indulgences during the Reformation period, and now we're trying to make it they're selling grades for the kids to purchase and have their sins resolved that way. For the most part, they are skeptical. Some of them are eager to give money as fast as they can. They, like many kids, they want to know, hey, is this the truth? And so they want to go find out from other sources other than just me and whatever I post up on the board.
Okay. And how elaborate does this ruse kind of get?
Oh man, every year I get more and more. Sending emails home to parents, having the administration. I've had the administration come into the classroom and make the announcement. But right now I've got an email from one of the assistant principals, and I've even sent kids up to him to talk to him about it, and it's pretty involved.
It's kind of like cheating on a test, pretty much, because you're not like learning anything. You're like just like getting points for doing nothing. I didn't really think it was real because I don't think you should be able to just buy points for a test.
When we're talking about the points, we're talking about how like our grades are just going to go up. Like, what about the learning? Are we really learning? Are we getting the points for it? We're just getting the points because we're paying for it. So it's so confusing if we're even going to like remember the learning in class. Are the tests going to matter? Is any of that going to matter anymore? Is it just going to be all about talking about getting those points and just paying for what we want? In future grades, if we mess up in 8th grade or something like that, it's still paying for it and still keeping like the points up or something like that. So it's so confusing for me because like we're paying for our grades and we don't even need to try pretty much then.
How do you feel now that you learned that it was this ruse to teach this lesson about the Reformation?
I'm kind of bummed, but then again, like I can work harder just to get my grade up if I wanted to.
Okay. I guess, what was your reaction when you heard from your teacher that the policy was a fake?
I was kind of distrustful of him because he lied to us for this long.
Yeah. And so I guess, what did you learn for this process, or I guess what parallels or takeaways were you able to take from this experience to what was going on during the Reformation?
That anybody would do anything to get good grades, or anybody would do anything to get into heaven.
And then, so, about how many students actually, choose to try and pay to improve their grade?
I usually have maybe 2 or 3 kids per class, but then I probably have up to 10 kids grab slips to try to reimburse or try to get credit for it too. So they may not necessarily fill out the whole slip, but they've got a slip. Some of them want to take it home to mom and dad and say, hey, is this real, type stuff.